Hare Krishna. Panchakalpatarubhyasya kripasindubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Maritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. So today we are celebrating Ayendra Prabhu's 13th disappearance day. He would have been about 70 years old in 2023, but he left us at the age of 57. Interesting thing I wanted to share with all the devotees, this is a picture of Ayendra Prabhu. You can see clearly. My daughter drew this for me on my birthday, so that can give you an indication of the impact Ayendra Prabhu has had in my life. Now for my birthday present, I get a drawing of Ayendra Prabhu. So Ayendra Prabhu, please accept my humble dandavats at your 24 years of selfless service in Sri Vrindavan Dham by the performance of the Yugadam Harinam Sankirtan. Kali Yuga's most fortunate blessing upon us. Of course, and that we also have Srimad Bhagavatam, which is considered non-different from Lord Krishna in this age of Kali. During your time with us here, especially in Sri Krishna Balaram Mandir, your re-establishment of the 24-hour Kirtan affected the whole world. I would say even beyond the world of ISKCON devotees and the world of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, your commitment and dedication to the 24-hour Kirtan and its re-establishment has left a legacy. Especially now, so many pilgrims are visiting Vrindavan, you cannot even get in the temple room. You cannot even get into Vrindavan. When I plan a trip to Vrindavan, I try to plan somewhere around Tuesday or Wednesday. I have to check it's not an Ekadasi or a full moon. I have to make sure I'm arriving late at night or early morning, otherwise you cannot even get in the vehicle. It's not possible. You'll have to get out your vehicle and walk with your bags. That's how busy Vrindavan has become, 365 days a year. And I would say that's all glories to Ayendra Prabhu's pure chanting in Krishna Balaram Mandir. And of course, Srila Prabhupada establishing Krishna Balaram Mandir, which the local people call Angrez Mandir. Recently, while visiting Vrindavan, some pilgrims approached the kirtan and said, fast karo, fast karo. Like they want to go fast. Joldi karo, fast. And I'm like, what? We used to do these nice two-tal beats, very heartfelt, melodic kirtans. But now the pilgrims, they just want to chant and dance. Why? Because Angrez Mandir or Krishna Balaram Mandir, ISKCON Mandir, Vrindavan has become known for life. And life means chanting and dancing and Sankirtan. Very simple. And the pilgrims really get a blissful experience from that. Ayendra Prabhu set a very strict life of a renunciate, not a false, fake renunciate, a very true renounced disciple of Srila Prabhupada, living in the Brahmachari ashram of Krishna Balaram Mandir in room number 89. He never left that room. He sometimes would have to go to Delhi for some work to do with his visa or some commitments to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, but he never left that room until I got him to Mayapur. And then of course he stayed with me in my room, which I'm very fortunate and blessed to have had his association. I observed in the years I was with Ayendra Prabhu, many years, his practice of Nava Anga Bhakti, the 9 limbs of devotional service, Pancha Anga Bhakti, was completed always with the expression of Harinam Sankirtan. On the weekends he would do Shringar Seva or dress Radha Shyamasundar, and then after completing his service he would sit in front of their lordships and chant Sankirtan. Sometimes after Bhagavatam class he would chant for even up to an hour. And he would say that Nava Anga Bhakti is completed by the performance of Sankirtan. I have so many beautiful memories of Ayendra Prabhu, and it's difficult to find out the most memorable. So many. So many kirtans every day for many years and years. In sickness or in health, Ayendra Prabhu did his service. With money or no money, with men or no men, he was committed to performing the Yuga Dharma Harinam Sankirtan for richer or for poor until his death and departure from this mortal world. He gave himself unconditionally to the Yuga Dharma and the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He was not interested in name, fame, profit, adoration, and distinction. He was only interested in chanting the pure name, Shuddhanam, for the pleasure of Guru Gauranga, Lord Chaitanya, and his beloved deities, and Sri Sri Radha Shyamasundar. Seeing the decline of the Yuga Dharma in ISKCON, he spoke up about it, he wrote a book about it, and most importantly, the last 2 chapters of that book, he expressed his heartfelt personal relationship with their lordships. I'm proud to say that the 24-hour Kirtan has expanded its capacity, more men, more facilities, and still, by the blessing of Ayendra Prabhu, the department is carrying on, and 24-hour Kirtan has not stopped. Your close confidant and friend Ram Roy Prabhu has been pushing the Yuga Dharma in New York City since the time of your departure, and it's only going from strength to strength. You personally said that if you had to leave Vrindavan, that you would go to New York City, because Srila Prabhupada considered it the most important place in the world to preach. And Ram Roy Prabhu is now, and his team, acting out and being your instrument in this respect. On this day of Hira Panchami, when Lakshmi Devi comes out of the Sri Mandir in Jagannath Puri, she tries to enter Gundicha, and Lord Jagannath's Pandavas close the door on her. They don't allow her in. And she's sent back to Sri Mandir, which represents Vaikuntha. She could not enter Sri Vrindavan Dham. But somehow you, on this day, got the great blessing to enter the Boma Leelas of Lord Krishna in Boma Vrindavan. And the great good fortune you got of leaving your body on this day is that you didn't have to go through disease and old age. You were very young, considered very young at that time to leave your body, 57 years old only. But from the first conversation I remember having with you in 1997, it was very clear you wanted to go back home, back to Goloka Vrindavan. And you got your blessing. As tragic and difficult as it is for us to lose your association, your heartfelt desire to go back home to Godhead had been achieved, leaving your body in Sri Vrindavan Dham. No time to waste, don't delay. I remember you used to say, no time to waste, don't delay, make an appointment with the holy name today. Go out and do Sankirtan Yagya. I do remember one story. I'd returned from Sridham Mayapur after we had performed Kirtan there for a week. I would stay on for the Mayapur festival. You had come back early with the team, and I was approached by Ram Roy Prabhu saying that Ayendra Prabhu has been invited to New York to attend the festival there. And so then Govinda told me the same thing, and then Bhagavad Prana told me the same thing. I had a very long conversation with you about it, and you told me, go to America and preach on my behalf. And I'm very happy to see many of your dedicated followers are doing the same and spreading the Yuga Dharma in Kali Yuga. All glories to Ayendra Prabhu's departure, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and the 24-hour Kirtan. Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.